Hey guys, my name is Sabrina. I'm a certified athletic trainer. I'm going to talk to you today about the pros and cons of caffeine consumption and supplementation for the Division One athlete. I'm doing this as a requirement for a class in my master's for sports nutrition. So here we go. First off, caffeine is a central nervous system stimulant. The average person consumes about 2 to 300 milligrams per day, which is equivalent to about 2 8-ounce cups of coffee. There has been research done talking about the potential benefits of caffeine supplementation, some of which include physical performance and also mental. And so, Sports Science Institute actually listed several benefits to caffeine consumptions, some of which include increased endurance performance and also increase sustained high intensity training performance, anything above 90 seconds. It also decreases fatigue and decreased perception of exertion when you're talking about submaximal efforts in training. With that being said, with all the benefits that it can cause, there's also risks that are involved with that also. Then the risks are, number one, you need to talk to your athletic trainer, you need to talk to your strength coach, and check also the NCAA banned substance website and see if the substance is banned for your sport. We're talking about a Division One athlete, so it is on the NCAA banned substance. With that being said, your average consumption of caffeine is not. The NCAA considers the ban and the regulation on consumption of 500 milligrams or above 2 to 3 hours prior to an event, and this would be tested by your analysis. And if you're found to be guilty of that or with a positive test, then stipulations would come after that. So it is your responsibility to know those rules and regulations, and then also talk to your athletic trainer and see if there's a ban at your school. With that being said, also caffeine is highly addictive. Just drinking 1 cup of coffee a day, you can become addicted to caffeine, and so that's another potential downfall because with caffeine, you can have withdrawals, and so you could get fatigue, you can get lethargic, you can have GI problems, decreased energy, and these are all things that would affect your performance. With that being said, you can also overstimulate and take in too much caffeine, and with that, you can get shaky, nervousness, GI issues with that, restlessness, and anxiety to go along with that. Will it also adversely affect your performance? And with all these variables in mind, one thing you need to ask yourself is caffeine consumption for me? Do I already consume caffeine daily, and does it affect my performance already? And then if you decide that you still want to supplement with caffeine, the biggest thing you need to know that there is a amount and there's a time on when you should consume. And so the Sports Science Institute states that you should consume approximately 2 to 6 milligrams about an hour prior to your event. This is going to equal about 1 to 3 cups of coffee for a 150-pound individual. And with that recommended dosage, you should not go over the NCAA band. It should keep you within your requirements. But even with that, you want to test this prior to an event. You don't want to be at your event and that be the first time that you try it. So you want to try all this in your supplementation in practice. Try it for several days and see how it affects you. With that in mind, not everybody will respond the same way to caffeine. There's going to be responders and there's going to be non-responders. If you already consume caffeine, it's not going to affect you as much and it's not going to help your performance. With that being said, if you do already consume caffeine, then you may want to hold off and sustain for 8 to 10 days prior to loading on caffeine leading up into your event to have a desired effect. But even with that being said, the biggest thing I would want to say is, you know, any kind of supplementation before you try that. Always, number one, you want to make sure and check your diet, check your hydration, and make sure that you're already taking in foods and taking in plenty of water and plenty of nutrients that will fuel your energy for your events. Talk to a dietitian, talk to your athletic trainer, talk to your strength coach. Make sure that you're already doing the things that you need to be doing through your daily diet before you talk to anybody and try to add in supplementation. Thank you.